Yeah, welcome back to a new episode of Tower Simulator 3. I forgot to play the record button, so I play for, I don't know, 10 minutes. In Schiphol in Amsterdam, Europe, one of the busiest airports in the game, I think. There will be a lot of stress and not much time to talk, but it's also a lot of fun. You have to really care about a lot of things. Make sure you get no collisions and all that things. So yeah, now it's pretty quiet, but in about 10 minutes to 15 minutes it will really take off, and quite literally. So there will be a lot to do and not much to talk. So enjoy, and we will see if we can do it without an error today. Would be great. KLM 48 Heavy. Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha 10.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha 10. KLM 48 Heavy.
KLM 89 Whiskey, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, KLM 89 Whiskey.
If I put on the strips, he's putting them on the ground, not on the departure. Yeah, I don't know why. Happens, I think. And also, you don't see much of the airport right now because I see it. We have changed.
Schiphol ground, KLM 85 Bravo with information India, requesting push and start.
See how I can do this so that you guys can see as well. I think something like that. So at least now you can see a lot that's going on. Make it a bit smaller. KLM 85 Bravo, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved, facing south, KLM 85
There
Bravo.
is the runway 18 right here on the side. And then you can't really see it. And this is one of our main landing runways, so this is something I have to get under control. It's just so I need to see.
Schiphol ground, KLM 47 Charlie with information India, requesting push and start.
So I can send them on their way, you know. That's the only thing that's important there. Okay. I put this on another window, so it should be fine. KLM 47 Charlie, pushback approved, facing east. Okay.
Pushback approved, facing east, KLM 47 Charlie.
KLM 48 Heavy, cross runway 36 center.
Cross runway 36 center, KLM 48 Heavy.
So the 85 Bravo will go through the 24, and this will be on 18 left, but it's the same strip location, so where is there?
Schiphol ground, Trans-Saudi 14 Lima with information India, requesting push and start.
Schiphol ground, KLM 85 Bravo ready to taxi.
KLM 85 Bravo, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo, KLM 85 Bravo.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 42 Whiskey on final 18 right.
KLM 42 Whiskey, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 42 Whiskey.
KLM 22 Alpha. Taxi to terminal via Whiskey. KLM 22 Alpha, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha. KLM 22 Alpha.
KLM 47 Charlie, runway 18 left at Echo. KLM 47 Charlie, runway 18 left via Echo 6, cross runway 27.
Negative. Unknown command. KLM 47 Charlie.
KLM 21 Charlie, pushback approved facing south. KLM 85 Bravo, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway
Xavier
18 left
14
via
Lima,
Echo 6.
pushback approved
Cross runway
facing east.
27. KLM 47 Charlie.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 21 Charlie.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 85 Bravo.
Pushback approved facing east. Trans-Saudi 14 Lima.
Schiphol ground. KLM 47 Charlie ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. KLM 21 Charlie with information India. Requesting push and start.
Schiphol ground. KLM 33 Charlie with information India. Requesting push and start.
KLM 85 Bravo, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24 clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 85 Bravo.
Transavia 480, Transavia 48 Zulu, pushback approved, facing east. Okay, now
Pushback approved facing
get a
east.
problem,
Transavia
because
48 Zulu.
will go in there, yes.
Schiphol ground. KLM 21 Charlie ready to taxi.
KLM 48 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Echo 4. KLM 21 Charlie, runway 24 at Echo. KLM 21 Charlie, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 33 Charlie, pushback approved facing south.
Hold short of taxiway Echo 4. KLM 48 Heavy. Negative. Unknown command. KLM 21 Charlie.
KLM 21, KLM 28 Hotel, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
KLM 47 Charlie,
Charlie.
runway 18 left, line up and wait. Transavia 14 Lima, runway 18 left via Echo 6, cross runway 27. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo, pushback approved facing north.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 33 Charlie.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 28 Hotel.
Runway 18 left. Line up and wait. KLM 47 Charlie.
Runway 18 left via Echo 6. Cross runway 27. Trans-Saudi 14 Lima.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 28 Hotel on final 18 right. Schiphol ground, Trans-Saudi 14 Lima ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. Transavia 48 Zulu ready to taxi.
Transavia 48 Zulu, runway 24 via Bravo. KLM 47 Charlie, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24 via Bravo. Transavia 48 Zulu.
Runway 18 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08.
KLM
KLM
33
47
Charlie,
Charlie.
runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha 2 Bravo.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha 2, Bravo. KLM 33 Charlie. Schiphol ground. KLM 33 Charlie ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo ready to taxi.
Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo, runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2 Echo 6, cross runway 27.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2, Echo 6, cross runway 27, Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo.
KLM 42 Whiskey, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha 10.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha 10. KLM 42 Whiskey.
KLM 21 Charlie, runway 24, line up and wait. Transavia 14 Lima, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up
KLM
and wait.
21.
KLM 21 Charlie.
KLM 21 Charlie, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact skipper departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Transavia 14 Lima.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 21 Charlie.
Transavia 14 Lima, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact skipper departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 14 Lima.
It's still wrong. I don't know why it is, but those three.
Schiphol ground. Transavia 48 Zulu with information India, requesting push and start.
Schiphol Tower, Singapore 324 heavy on
Transavia
518
48
right.
Zulu, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Transavia 48 Zulu.
Singapore 324 heavy, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 right, cleared to land. Right now,
Runway
everything
18 right,
is
clear to
going
land.
through
Singapore 324 heavy.
18 right, but I'm pretty sure that center will be.
Schiphol ground, Alpine
as
34
well.
Juliet Kilo with information
Cargo is
India,
only on
requesting
18
push
left,
and start.
and all the business and propeller types would be on runway 22. For our
Schiphol
landing
ground,
operations.
Transavia 41 Tango with information India, requesting push and start.
Okay, let's see what's going on. Transavia 41 Tango, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Transavia 41 Tango.
Transavia 48 Zulu, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact skipper departure on 118.08. Just a little bit slower.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
wouldn't blast
On
the
reaching
other,
altitude 1000,
aircraft from
contact
the
118.08. Transavia 48 Zulu.
Okay, this one's done. KLM 35 Juliet, pushback approved, facing south. KLM 33 Charlie, runway 24, line up and wait. So let's see.
Pushback approved facing south.
Alpha is
KLM
clear.
35 Juliet.
No problem there.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 33 Charlie.
Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo, runway 18 left, line up and wait. KLM 28 Hotel, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo.
Taxi to terminal. Drive Victor. Zulu. Quebec. Alpha. KLM 28 Hotel.
Oh, that's arrival. Okay, something is really wrong here.
Schiphol ground, KLM 35 Juliet with information
I
India,
think I made the
requesting
mistake.
push
I
and
put
start.
them into the arrival tab and then of course they go to the ground tab. Yeah, that was my mistake.
Schiphol ground, KLM 27 Echo with information India, requesting push and start.
KLM 27 Echo, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 27 Echo.
Schiphol ground, Transavia 41 Tango ready to taxi.
Transavia for 1 Tango, runway 24 via Bravo. KLM 33 Charlie, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact skipper departure on 118.08. KLM 42 Whiskey, cross runway 36 center. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 35 Juliet, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Runway 24 via Bravo. Transavia 41 Tango.
Alpine 92 Yankee Victor, pushback approved, facing north.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. KLM 33 Charlie.
Cross runway 36 center. KLM 42 Whiskey.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. Alpine 34 Juliet Kilo.
KLM 1282, wind is 190.8 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 35 Juliet.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 92 Yankee Victor.
Transavia 41 Tango, runway 24, line up and wait. Lot 7 Lima Alpha, pushback approved, facing south. KLM 27 Echo, follow company.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1282.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Transavia 41 Tango.
Pushback approved facing south. Lot 7 Lima Alpha.
Follow company. KLM 27 Echo.
Transavia 41 Tango, wind is 190.8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. Transavia 41 Tango. Schiphol ground, KLM 35 Juliet ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 1282 on final 18 right. Schiphol ground. KLM 27 Echo ready to taxi. Schiphol Tower. KLM 78 Alpha on final 18 center.
Alpine 92 Yankee Victor, runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2 Echo 6, cross runway 27.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2, Echo 6, cross runway 27, Alpine 92 Yankee Victor.
KLM 35 Juliet, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 35 Juliet.
Wuling 83 Echo Mike, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Wuling 83 Echo Mike.
KLM 78 Alpha, wind is 190.8 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Singapore 324 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 78 Alpha.
Lot 7 Victor Alpha, Lima Alpha. Lot 7 Lima Alpha, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal. Victor, Charlie,
KLM.
Alpha. Singapore 324 Heavy.
KLM 35 Juliet, wind is 190.8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 977, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Lot 7 Lima Alpha.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. KLM 35 Juliet.
KLM 27 Echo, runway 24, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 977.
KLM 88 Alpha, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 27 Echo.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 88 Alpha.
Wuling 83 Echo Mike, runway 24 via Alpha. Air Portugal 675, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 24, via Alpha. Wuling 83 Echo Mike.
Pushback approved facing east. Air Portugal 675.
Schiphol ground, Alpine 92 Yankee Victor ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. Lot 7 Lima Alpha ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 88 Alpha on final 18 right.
Schiphol ground. Wuling 83 Echo Mike ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. KLM 977 ready to taxi.
KLM 27 Echo, wind is 190 at 8 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Lot 7 Lima Alpha, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. KLM 27 Echo.
KLM 977, runway 24 via Alpha 2 Bravo. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo, pushback approved facing south. Alpine 902 Yankee Victor, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Yeah, now you can see
Runway 24, line up and wait. Lot 7 Lima Alpha.
Runway 24 via Alpha 2 Bravo. KLM 977.
KLM 1282. Taxi to the terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Pushback approved facing south. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 902 Yankee Victor.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha. KLM 1282.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 1708 on final 18 center.
It's the KLM
Schiphol ground,
1282,
Air Portugal
I think.
675 ready to taxi.
So we get
Schiphol Tower, Martin Eric 322 heavy on final 18 left.
Lot 7 Lima Alpha, wind is 190 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway
Singapore,
24, cleared for
324,
takeoff
heavy
on
cross
reaching
runway
altitude
367.
1000. Contact 118.08. Lot 7 Lima Alpha.
Singapore 324 heavy, continue taxi.
Cross runway 36 left, hold position. Singapore 324 heavy.
Ruling 83 Echo Mike, runway 24, line up and wait. Air Portugal 675, runway 24 at Sierra 5. Transavia 87 Mike, pushback approved facing east. Alpine 902 Yankee Victor, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Singapore 324 heavy, cross runway 36 center.
Schiphol ground, Singapore 324 heavy. Request crossing runway 18 center. Singapore 324 heavy.
KLM 1708, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Martin Air 8322 heavy, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, clear to land. KLM 157 heavy, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Flying 83 Echo Mike.
Ruling 83 Echo Mike, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 78 Alpha, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha. Singapore 324 heavy, continue taxi. Air Portugal 675, runway 24, line up and wait. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Transavia 87 Mike, runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2 Echo 6.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5, Air Portugal 675.
Now it's working.
Pushback approved facing east. Transavia 87 Mike. Runway 18 left.
KLM 1771, pushback approved facing south.
118.08. Alpine 902 Yankee.
KLM 23 Victor, pushback approved facing south.
Cross runway 36 center. Singapore 324 heavy.
KLM 88 Alpha, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land. KLM 1708.
Runway 18 left, clear to land. Martin Eric 322 heavy.
United 70 heavy, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 157 heavy.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. Flying 83 Echo Mike.
Air Portugal 675, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 977, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 49 kilo, pushback approved facing south.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 78 Alpha.
KLM 78 Alpha, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Continue taxi. Singapore 324 heavy.
KLM 23 Victor, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1771, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Air Portugal 675.
Transavia 87 Mike, cross runway 27.
Runway 24, at Sierra 5, via Bravo. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo.
Runway 18 left via Bravo. November 2. Echo 6. Transavia 87 Mike.
Pushback approved facing south, KLM 1771.
KLM 1708, taxi to terminal.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 23 Victor.
Transavia 87 Mike, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 88 Alpha.
KLM 977, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. United 70 Heavy. Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Air Portugal 675.
IT Aero 119er, pushback approved, expect runway 18 left. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 49er kilo, runway 24 via Alpha. KLM 78 Alpha, continue taxi.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 977.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 49er kilo.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha, KLM 78 Alpha.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 23 Victor.
KLM 49er kilo, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha Alpha 2 Bravo.
Runway 24
KLM
at Sierra
78
5
Alpha
via
hold
Bravo,
position.
KLM 1771.
KLM 1282 hold position.
Cross runway 27. Transavia 87 Mike.
Swiss 3 Papa Bravo, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 23 Victor, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 78 Alpha, continue taxi. KLM 1282, continue taxi. KLM 157 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, Alpha 10.
Taxi to terminal. KLM 1708.
Runway 18 left. Line up and wait. Transavia 87 Mike.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 977.
KLM 90 Juliet, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 18 left. Itaro 119er.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Swiss 3 Papa Bravo. Runway 24 via Alpha. KLM 49er kilo.
KLM 1849er. KLM 1917. KLM 1917, pushback approved facing south. KLM 32 Victor, wind is 200 at 10 knots. Run. KLM 23 Victor, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Transavia 87 Mike, Wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 1771, runway 24, line up and wait. Martin Air 8322 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Sierra.
Continue taxi. KLM 78 Alpha.
Dutch Corendon 405, pushback approved, facing west.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha 2, Bravo, KLM 49er Kilo.
IT Arrow 119er, runway 18 left via Bravo.
Hold position. KLM 78 Alpha.
Hold position. KLM 1282.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08, Swiss 3 Papa Bravo.
KLM 1917, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1771, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 23 Victor.
Continue taxi. KLM 78 Alpha.
KLM 49 Kilo, runway 24, line up and wait. Martin Air 8322 Heavy, cross runway 24.
Continue taxi. KLM 1282.
Ruling 8, November Whiskey, pushback approved, facing south. Alpine 38 Papa Charlie, pushback approved, facing north. KLM 157 Heavy, cross runway 36 center. United 70 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via
Dutch Corendon
Victor,
405,
Charlie,
runway
Alpha,
18
Alpha
left
10,
via
KLM
November 2,
157
Echo
Heavy.
6. Dutch Corendon 405, runway 18 left via November 2.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land. KLM 90 Juliet.
KLM 49 Kilo, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 1917.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 23 Victor.
KLM 1838, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 left, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 87 Mike.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1771.
KLM 90 Juliet, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha 10.
Taxi to ramp via Sierra. Martin Eric
KLM
322 Heavy.
90 Juliet, taxi to terminal via Alpha. Yes, it's better.
Pushback approved facing west.
KLM
Dutch Corendon
1917, runway
405.
24, line up and wait. Ruling 8, November Whiskey, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Runway 18 left.
Alpine
via
38 Papa Charlie,
Bravo.
runway 18 left
119.
via Bravo, November 2 Echo 6. IT Arrow 119 cross runway 27.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1917.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. KLM 1771.
1849 pushback approved, facing south. KLM 39 Mike, pushback approved, facing south. Transavia 5045, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 24, line up and wet. KLM 49er Kilo.
Cross runway 24. Martin Eric 322 Heavy.
IT Arrow 119, runway 18 left, line up and wait. KLM 1917, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Pushback approved facing south. Flying 8 November Whiskey.
Dutch Corendon 405, cross runway 27. Alpine 38, Papa Charlie, hold position.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 38
KLM
Papa Charlie.
1917, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Cross runway 36 center. KLM 157
Ruling
heavy.
8 November Whiskey, runway 24, line up and wait. Alpine 38 Papa Charlie, continue taxi. United 70 Heavy, cross runway 36 center. IT Arrow 119er, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Dutch Corendon 405, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Transavia 5045, runway 18 left via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Victor. Charlie. Alpha. United
KLM
70 Heavy.
1849er, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 39er Mike, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha 2 Bravo.
Runway 18 left via Alpha 26. Dutch Corendon 405.
Vueling 8 November Whiskey, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 left via November 2. Dutch Corendon 405. Runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude
KLM 39er Mike,
1000.
hold position.
Contact 118.08. KLM
KLM
49er
25
Kilo.
Golf, pushback approved, facing south. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1838.
You are going there.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec. Alpha 10. KLM 90 Juliet.
KLM 39er Mike, continue taxi. Dutch Corendon 431, pushback approved, facing east. Dutch Corendon 405, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Transavia 5045, hold position. Alpine 38 Papa Charlie, cross runway 27.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. KLM 90 Juliet.
KLM 1750. Wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 54 Victor. Wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1917.
KLM 1266, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 24 Mike, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Flying 8 November Whiskey.
Transavia 5045, continue taxi. KLM 1838, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha. KLM 25 Golf, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1849er, runway 24, line up and wait. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel, runway 24 via Alpha. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel, runway 24 via Alpha. Transavia 5045, cross runway 27. Alpine 38 Papa Charlie, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Dutch Corendon 431, runway 18 left via Bravo.
Runway 18 left via
KLM
Bravo. November 2.
1849er,
Echo
wind
6.
is 200
Alpine
at
38
10
Papa Charlie.
knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Cross runway 27, Italo 119er.
Pushback approved facing south, KLM 1849er.
KLM 1849er, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. This will work.
Pushback approved facing south, KLM 39er Mike.
KLM 98 Charlie, wind is 200 at 1 knots. KLM 98 Charlie, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, cleared to land. KLM 590 Heavy, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, cleared to land.
Pushback approved.
KLM
facing
39 Mike, runway 24, line up and wait.
5045.
Alpine 38 Papa Charlie, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Austrian 39er Alpha, Austria 3 November Alpha, pushback approved facing south. Transavia 5045, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Italo 119er.
Cross runway 27, Dutch Corendon 405.
Hold position. Alpine 38 per par Charlie.
Runway 24,
KLM
cleared
39er.
for takeoff on reaching altitude 2000. Contact 118.08. KLM 1917.
KLM 39er Mike, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Boarding 8 November Whiskey.
Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 54 Victor, taxi to terminal. KLM 1750, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Continue taxi. Alpine 38 per par Charlie.
Cross runway 36 center, United
Transavia
70 Heavy.
Transavia 5045, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Dutch Corendon 431, cross runway 27. Austrian 3 November Alpha, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08.
KLM
Italo 119er.
1601, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Dutch Corendon 405.
Dutch Corendon 431, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo. Transavia 5045.
Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1849er.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha, Alpha 2, Bravo, KLM 39er Mike.
Transavia 31 Charlie, pushback approved, facing east.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. Boarding 8 November Whiskey.
KLM 25 Golf, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 24 Mike, taxi to terminal via Alpha. KLM 1266, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Hold position, KLM 39er Mike.
Pushback approved facing south, KLM 25 Golf.
Pushback approved facing south. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel.
Dutch Corendon 431, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Continue taxi, KLM 39er Mike.
Alpine 902 Echo Delta, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved, facing east. Dutch Corendon 431.
KLM 25 Golf, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Austrian 3 November Alpha, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1601, runway 18 left via Bravo.
Runway 18 left.
Orange
Clear for
11
takeoff.
Mike,
Reaching
pushback
altitude
approved,
1000.
facing
Contact
east.
118.08. Dutch Corendon 405.
Hold position. Transavia 5045.
Transavia 31 Charlie, runway 24 at Sierra 6.
Cross runway 27, Alpine 38 per part Charlie.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 1750.
Spanish 994 Heavy, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 54 Victor. Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1266.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land.
KLM 98 Charlie, taxi to terminal.
Continue taxi. Transavia 5045.
KLM 590 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha.
KLM 45 Hotel,
1838.
pushback approved, facing east. Transavia 1 Papa, pushback approved, facing east. Alpine 902 Echo Delta, runway 18 left via Bravo November 2. Austrian 3 November Alpha, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5
Transavia
via
31
Bravo.
Charlie, runway
KLM
24, line up
25
and wait.
Golf.
KLM 1601, cross runway 27.
Runway
Yeah,
24,
see,
line up
there's
and
a
wait.
lot of stress right
KLM
now.
1849.
But I think we get it.
Negative, taxiway not found. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel.
KLM 86 Mike, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Delta 72 Heavy, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24, via Alpha. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel.
Cross runway 27. Transavia 5045.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 38 per part Charlie.
Runway 18 left via Bravo. Dutch Corendon 431.
Command requirement missing. KLM 1849. Runway 24, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
KLM
Contact
1601.
118.08. KLM
Runway 18 left, line up
1849.
and wait.
Roger. KLM 98 Charlie.
Transavia 31 Charlie, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Transavia 1 Papa, runway 18 left via Bravo. Orange 11 Mike, runway 18 left via Bravo. KLM 45 Heavy, runway 24 at Sierra 6.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 98 Charlie.
KLM 45 Hotel, runway 24.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 590 Heavy.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 39er Mike.
KLM 70 Bravo, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
KLM 1266, cross
118.08.
runway
Alpine
36
38 per part Charlie.
Alpine 7689, pushback approved, facing north. KLM 1601, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Alpine 902 Echo Delta, cross runway 27. KLM 45 Hotel, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 590 Heavy, cross runway 36 center.
Pushback approved, facing south. Austrian 3 November Alpha.
Orange 6 Lima Juliet, pushback approved, facing east. Alpine 902 Echo Delta, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Transavia 5045.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact wind 18.08. KLM 39er Mike.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel.
Taxi to terminal. KLM 54 Victor.
Transavia 1 Papa, cross runway 27. KLM 45 Hotel, wind is 200 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Taxi to terminal, via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 1750.
Alpine 7689er, runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 5045.
KLM 58 Foxtrot, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1628, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Cross runway 27, Dutch Corendon 431.
Transavia 1 Papa, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Austrian 3 November Alpha. Pushback approved facing east.
Orange 6
KLM
Juliet,
1601.
runway 24.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Dutch Corendon 431.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08.
Transavia 1 Papa,
Lufthansa
hold
Mike
position.
Hotel.
Pushback approved facing east. Transavia
Alpine
31
902
Charlie.
Echo Delta, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Okay.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM
Mistake,
25
but
Golf.
I rectified.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha. KLM
KLM
24 Mike.
86 Mike, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha. Spanish 994 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. Delta 72 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. Orange 11 Mike, cross runway 27. Alpine 7689er, continue taxi. Orange 6 Lima Juliet, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 55 Charlie, pushback approved facing south.
Taxi to terminal via Victor. Charlie Alpha. KLM 1266.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Dutch Corendon 431.
Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot, pushback approved facing north.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 902 Echo Delta.
Transavia 1 Papa, continue taxi. Orange 6 Lima Juliet, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 70 Bravo, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Alpha 17 Alpha.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact 118.08. KLM 25 Golf.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Austrian 3 November Alpha. Runway 18 left via Bravo. KLM 1601.
Pushback approved facing east. Orange 11 Mike.
Runway 24 at Sierra 6. Transavia 31 Charlie.
KLM 70 Bravo, taxi to terminal via Bravo Alpha.
Runway 18 right, clear to land.
Dead.
Spanish 994 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal. KLM 98 Charlie.
Orange 11 Mike, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 7689er, cross runway 27. Astana line 943. Wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. American 204 heavy, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, KLM 590 heavy.
Pushback approved facing east. KLM 45 Hotel.
Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot, runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2. KLM 55 Charlie, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Flyer 19 Foxtrot, pushback approved facing east.
Pushback approved facing east. Transavia 1 Papa.
Runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2. Alpine 902 Echo Delta.
Orange 11 Mike, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact skip departure on 118.08. Alpine 74 Foxtrot X-ray, pushback approved facing north. Alpine 7689, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Austrian 3 November Alpha.
KLM 55 Charlie, runway 24, line up and wait. Spanish 994 heavy, cross runway 36 center. Delta 72 heavy, cross runway 36 center. KLM 58 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Transavia 31 Charlie.
KLM 1628, taxi to terminal.
Cross runway 27, KLM 1601.
KLM 31 Alpha, pushback approved facing east. Flyer 19 Foxtrot, runway 24.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 86 Mike.
Alpine 7689, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact skip departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. Delta 72 heavy. Runway 18 left, line up and wait. KLM 1601.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 31 Charlie.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo. Transavia 1 Papa.
Astana line 943, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. KLM 55 Charlie, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact skip departure on 118.08. Okay, so I know this shit.
Runway 18 left
Flyer
via
19
Bravo.
Foxtrot, runway 24, line up and wait. Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey, pushback approved facing south. Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Runway 24, KLM 45 Hotel.
Der geht komplett.
Runway 18 center, clear to land.
KLM 31
70
Alpha,
Bravo.
runway 24 at Sierra 5.
Cross runway 36 center, KLM 1266.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 7689er.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 1601.
Santurk 30 Victor Papa, pushback approved facing north. Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot, cross runway 27. KLM 92 Bravo, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. Airline Air 1794, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Airline Air 1794, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 79 Yankee, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Cross runway 27, Alpine 902 Echo Delta.
Flyer 19 Foxtrot, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, line up and wait, KLM 45 Hotel.
Cross runway 36 center, KLM 590 heavy.
Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey, runway 24 at Sierra 5. American 204 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. Alpine 74 Foxtrot X-Ray, runway 18 left via Bravo November 2.
Pushback approved
KLM
facing east.
31 Alpha,
46
runway
Lima
24,
Juliet.
line up and wait.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 902 Echo Delta.
Cross runway 27, Transavia 1 Papa.
Sunturk 30 Victor Papa, runway 18 left via Bravo November 2.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08, KLM 45 Hotel.
Ruling 876 Victor, pushback approved facing south. KLM 1135, pushback approved facing south.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2. Hold short of taxiway Alpha. Alpine
KLM 31
7689er.
Alpha, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 58 Foxtrot.
KLM 1229er, pushback approved facing south. Airline Air 17904, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha.
Runway
KLM
18
92
center,
Bravo.
cleared to land. KLM
Taxi
1628.
to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec, Alpha.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff, on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 1 Papa.
KLM 92 Bravo, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec, Alpha.
Runway 24,
Sunturk
46 Lima
30
Juliet.
Victor Papa, cross runway 27.
Hold position, Transavia 1 Papa.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Alpine 902 Echo Delta.
Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 1135, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha, Alpha 2, Bravo.
Taxi to terminal, via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 86 Mike.
Astana line 943, cross runway 36 center. KLM 58 Foxtrot, hold position.
Taxi to terminal, via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, Spanish 994 Heavy. Taxi to terminal, via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, Delta 72 Heavy.
KLM 79 Yankee, taxi to terminal.
Cross runway 27, Orange
Sunturk
21 Mike.
30 Victor Papa, runway 18 left, line up and wait. Ruling 876 Victor, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo.
Continue taxi, Alpine 7689er.
Runway 24,
KLM
line up and
58
wait.
Foxtrot,
46
continue
Lima
taxi.
Juliet.
Pushback approved facing south, KLM 55 Charlie.
Pushback approved facing north, Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot.
Continue taxi, Transavia 1 Papa.
KLM 1229er, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Alpine 74 Foxtrot X-Ray, cross runway 27. Sunturk 30 Victor Papa, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Orange 6 Lima Juliet.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Alpha 17, Alpha. KLM 70 Bravo.
American 204 Heavy, cross runway 36 center. Alpine 72 Golf Delta, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 52 November, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 44 Juliet, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Alpine
Alpha.
74 Foxtrot X-ray,
KLM
runway
70
18 left, line
Bravo.
up, wait.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Orange 11 Mike. Cross runway 27, Alpine 7689er.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike, pushback approved, facing east. Ruling 876 Victor, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. A standalone 943.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. American 204 Heavy.
Ruling 876 Victor, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2, Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 55 Charlie.
KLM 463 Echo, pushback approved, facing east. Transavia 463 Echo, pushback approved, facing east. Alpine 74 Foxtrot X-ray, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 1135, runway 24, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing east. Fly 19 Foxtrot.
KLM 60 Yankee, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08, Orange 11 Mike.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike, runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2.
Pushback approved facing north. Alpine 74 Foxtrot 3.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 7689er.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 55 Charlie.
Cross runway 36 center, Spanish 994 Heavy.
Cross runway 36 center, Delta 72 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 58 Foxtrot.
KLM 1135, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 1229er, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1069er, pushback approved, facing south. Transavia 463 Echo, runway 24 at Sierra 5.
Taxi to terminal, KLM 1628.
Alpine 72 Golf Delta, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Pushback approved facing east. KLM 31 Alpha.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike, cross runway 27. Now
Runway
Norman
24,
will get
fly
like
19 Foxtrot.
a short
Runway
reprieve.
18 left, cleared for
But
takeoff.
it's
On reaching
taking up
altitude
pretty
1000,
soon again.
contact 118.08,
So it's
Alpine
just short.
7689er.
A short break.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, a standalone 943.
Amelia 6768, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. I take the chance to
Runway
get
24,
something to drink.
cleared for takeoff on
And now
reaching
we will
altitude
have all
1000,
the
contact
chatter
118.08.
The radio
KLM 55
that
Charlie.
hasn't been done.
Runway
as of
24,
yet, so-
line up and wait. Fly 19 Foxtrot.
KLM 1229er, wind is 260 at 10 knots. Runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Transavia 463 Echo, runway 24, line up and wait.
Pushback approved facing south, orange 5 kilo whiskey.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5, KLM 31 Alpha.
Pushback approved facing north. Suntook 30 Victor Papa.
Cross runway 27, Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 902 Bravo.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land. Airline Air 17904.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 79er Yankee.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Fly 19 Foxtrot.
KLM 1069er, runway 24 at 05 via Bravo. KLM 52 November, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha. Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike, runway 18 left, line up and wait. KLM 44 Juliet, taxi to terminal. I sometimes use it
Runway
like that.
24 at Sierra 5.
Because if I just
Orange
say
5 Kilo Whiskey.
taxi to
Taxi to terminal. Drive Victor.
terminal via
Charlie,
Quebec,
Alpha.
he makes,
American
I don't know,
204
a
Heavy.
roundabout
Runway 18
around
left,
the airport.
via
So
Bravo,
sometimes
November
it's
2.
slow, sometimes like that.
Alpine 74 Foxtrot 3. Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 31 Alpha.
Transavia 463 Echo, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 left, via Bravo, November 2. Suntook 30 Victor Papa.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Pushback approved facing south. Boeing 876 Victor. Pushback approved facing south. KLM 1135.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 31 Alpha.
KLM 60 Yankee, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Alpine 36 Delta Foxtrot.
American 220 Heavy, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 1229.
KLM 1069er, runway 24, line up and wait.
Taxi to terminal, via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha. Airline Air 17904.
Negative. I'm arrival. KLM 902 Bravo. Taxi to terminal via Victor. Zulu. Quebec. Alpha. KLM 902 Bravo.
Cross runway 27, Suntook 30 Victor Papa.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Orange 5 Kilo Whiskey.
Alpine 72 Golf Delta, cross runway 36 center.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. Alpha 2. Bravo. KLM 1135.
Amelia 6768, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha.
Cross runway 36 center, a standalone 943.
Hold position, KLM 58 Foxtrot.
KLM 1069, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Taxi to terminal. KLM 79er Yankee.
Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Suntook 30 Victor Papa.
Dolomoti 5 November Hotel, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Boeing 876 Victor.
Continue taxi, KLM 58 Foxtrot.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 1229.
Cross runway 27, Alpine 74 Foxtrot 3.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Suntook 30 Victor Papa.
KLM 57 Delta, pushback approved, facing south.
Cross runway 36 center. American 204 Heavy.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. Alpine 72 Golf Delta.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 52 November.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 44 Juliet. Runway 18 left, line up and wait. Alpine 74 Foxtrot 3.
Pushback approved facing east.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike.
Runway 24, line up and wait. Boeing 876 Victor. Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Boeing 876 Victor.
Pushback approved facing east. Transavia 463 Echo.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Alpine 7 for Foxtrot 3.
Runway 24,
So all
line up
this
and
radio
wait.
chatter,
KLM 1135.
all
Runway
in the
18
past,
right, cleared to
although
land.
the chatter
KLM
wasn't
60
going
Yankee.
into the game because it's
Runway
too
18
much
left, via Bravo, November 2.
for one
Speedbird 2
radio
Alpha Mike.
frequency to handle.
Runway 24, cleared
And
for
if you
takeoff.
just wait
On
for
reaching
all of
altitude
them,
1000,
you will
contact
not do it.
118.08. KLM 1135.
Put out like
Runway
that.
24, line
So,
up and wait.
yeah, I
KLM
just
1229.
Pushback approved
give them what
facing
they have
south.
to do.
KLM
Give them the
1069.
instructions, and
Runway 24 at Sierra 5. Transavia 463
if you have a
Echo.
reprieve, then you get
Taxi
this
to terminal via
constant
Victor,
chatter, and
Charlie,
you can see
Alpha.
it if
Alpine
you
72
know
Golf
the,
Delta.
the numbers.
Hot runway 27, Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike.
Runway 18
How far
center,
behind
cleared
they
to
are
land.
sometimes.
Amelia 6768.
You get calls.
Runway
and you think,
24,
okay, yeah,
cleared for takeoff.
half an
On
hour
reaching
ago.
altitude
Yeah,
1000,
that's right.
contact
But yeah, that's how it
118.08.
is.
KLM
It's just a
1229.
game, so that's fine with
Runway
me.
24, line up and wait.
Yeah,
Transavia
continue.
463 Echo.
As I say now, it's
Runway
short
24
reprieve.
at Sierra 5 via
It's,
Bravo. KLM 1069.
8
Taxi to
o'clock
terminal via Victor,
on
Zulu,
game time,
Quebec,
and I
Alpha,
think at 8
KLM 52
we'll
November.
take off
Runway
again.
18 left, line up and wait.
Short.
Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike.
Taxi to terminal, KLM 44 Juliet.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Transavia 463 Echo.
KLM 57 Delta, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. American 220 Heavy. Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Speedbird 2 Alpha Mike.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 60 Yankee.
Easy 96 Juliet Charlie, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1827, pushback approved facing south.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. American 220 Heavy.
Runway
Now you can
24,
see if
line up
the-
and wait.
Until the
KLM 1069.
Yankee
Cross
is
runway
there, I
36
think
center,
the 1827
Alpine
is
72
out
Golf
again,
Delta.
so, yeah.
Taxi to
Problem
terminal
there.
via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha. Amelia 6768.
KLM 57 Delta, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 1069.
KLM 57 Delta, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. Delta 45 November Hotel.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 57 Delta. Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. KLM 57 Delta. Taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, American 220 Heavy.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 1827.
KLM 64 Foxtrot, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 96 Lima, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, clear to land.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 57 Delta.
Dolomoti 5 November Hotel. Taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 57 Delta.
KLM 1827 runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 64 Foxtrot.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land. KLM 906 Lima.
KLM 52 November hold short of taxiway Alpha 1 Alpha.
Runway 18 left, cleared to land. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy.
Taxi to terminal, drive Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, Delta 45 November Hotel.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. KLM 1827.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha 1 Alpha, KLM 52 November.
Schiphol ground, Swiss 3 Papa Bravo ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 157 heavy on final 18 right.
KLM 52 November, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, KLM 52 November.
Schiphol ground, Transavia 87 Mike ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower, United 70 heavy on final 18 right.
KLM 1827, runway 24, line up and wait. That's where he's going.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1827.
And you can see there's still
Schiphol ground,
a lot
KLM
of
1771 ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground, KLM 23 Victor ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 90 Juliet on final 18 center.
American 220 heavy, cross runway 36 center. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie. Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Cross runway 36 center, American 220 heavy.
Taxi to terminal, via Victor, Charlie, Alpha. Easy 96 Juliet Charlie.
KLM 1660, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 1660.
KLM 1827, runway 24, line up and wait.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1827.
Schiphol ground, KLM 49er kilo ready to taxi.
Usually this is
Schiphol
not an
ground,
airport where you have time to
ready to
just
taxi.
watch the aircraft,
Schiphol
where
ground,
they are going,
KLM
what they are doing.
1917 ready to taxi.
It's really
Schiphol ground, Dutch Corendon
not so
405
often
ready to
that you have
taxi.
the time for that.
Schiphol
As I
Tower,
said, now
KLM
it's pretty
1838 on final
quiet,
18 right.
That will take off again.
Schiphol ground, Boeing 8 November
We'll see,
whiskey ready
but
to
yeah,
taxi.
I mean, it's
Schiphol
a great
ground,
airport.
Alpine
you know,
38 Papa Charlie ready to taxi.
a lot to do. I really
Schiphol
love
ground,
that.
KLM 1849 ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground, KLM 39er Mike ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground, Transavia 5045 ready to taxi.
It's three
Schiphol
aircraft
Tower,
right now.
KLM 54 Victor on final 18 center.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 1750 on final 18 right.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 24 Mike on final 18 center.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 1266 on final 18 right.
Since we have
Schiphol
almost no
ground,
departures,
KLM 25 Golf ready to taxi.
doesn't matter.
Schiphol ground, Lufthansa 8 Mike Hotel ready to taxi.
KLM 25 X-ray, pushback approved, facing south. KLM 1827, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 25 X-ray.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 1827.
Delta 71 heavy, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved, facing east. Delta 71 heavy.
Schiphol ground, Dutch Corendon 431 ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower, KLM 98 Charlie on final 18 center. Schiphol Tower, KLM 590 heavy on final 18 right.
Easy 47 Delta Tango, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. Easy 32 Mike Romeo, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 906 Lima, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha. This is what I mean,
Runway
right?
18
You
right,
could just
clear
go
to
down
land.
here.
Easy 47 Delta Tango.
KLM 906 Lima, taxi to terminal via Alpha. KLM 906 Lima, taxi to terminal via Alpha.
Runway 18 center. Clear to
KLM
land.
64
Easy 32
Foxtrot.
Mike Romeo.
Taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. Fraction 415 Whiskey. Pushback approved, facing north.
Taxi to terminal, via Bravo, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 906 Lima.
KLM 25 X-ray, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha.
Taxi to terminal, via Alpha, KLM 906 Lima.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie, Alpha, KLM 64 Foxtrot.
Pushback approved facing north. Fraction 415 Whiskey. Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. KLM 25 X-ray.
Easy 906 Juliet Charlie, cross runway 36 center. Delta 71 Heavy, runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2.
Cross runway 36 center. Easy 906 Juliet Charlie. Runway 18 left via Bravo, November 2. Delta 71 Heavy.
KLM 41 November, pushback approved facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 41 November. Schiphol ground. Austrian 3 November Alpha ready to taxi. Schiphol ground. KLM 160
And that
ready to
was
taxi.
like an hour ago.
Schiphol Tower, Spanish 994 heavy on final 18 right.
It's a joke.
Schiphol ground. Trans-Salva 31 Charlie ready to taxi.
KLM 1660, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Zulu, Quebec, Alpha, KLM 1660.
Fraction 415 Whiskey, runway 22.
Runway 22. Fraction 415 Whiskey.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 86 Mike on final 18 center.
Schiphol ground. Alpine 902 Echo Delta ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. Orange
Southern
1
Cargo
ready to taxi.
2577 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy.
Schiphol Tower. Delta 72 Heavy on final 18 right.
Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Sierra 6.
Hold short of taxiway Sierra 6. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy.
Schiphol ground. KLM 45 Hotel ready to taxi.
Schiphol ground. Transavia 1 Papa ready to taxi.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 70 Bravo on final 18 center.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 58 Foxtrot on final
Stopping
18
here.
right.
So the
Schiphol
KLM
ground.
25
Alpine
X-ray
7689 are ready to
go,
taxi.
to the runway.
Schiphol Tower. KLM 1628 on final 18 center.
KLM 41 November, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. It's important now
Runway
that
24
I
at
set the
Sierra
number
5
Alpha.
via Alpha. KLM 41 November.
Schiphol ground. Orange 6 Lima Juliet ready to taxi.
Fraction 415 Whiskey, runway 22, line up and wait. KLM 25 X-ray, runway 24, line up and wait. Delta 71 Heavy, runway... Delta 71 Heavy, cross runway 27. That's the right order.
Runway 22. Line up and wait. Fraction 415 Whiskey.
Okay,
Runway
this is
24. Line up and wait. KLM 25 X-ray.
KLM 89 at Delta, pushback approved, facing south.
Command property error. Delta 71 Heavy.
KLM 27 Juliet, pushback approved, facing south. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy, continue taxi. KLM 1440, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 1248, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 65 Zulu, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 66 Golf, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Easy 32 Mike Romeo, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Cross runway 27. Delta 71 Heavy.
KLM 64 Foxtrot, cross runway 36 center.
Pushback approved
KLM
facing south.
6 Lima,
KLM 89 at Delta.
Delta 71 Heavy, runway 18 left, line up and wait. KLM 25 X-ray, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. Fraction 415 Whiskey, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 22, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 27 Juliet.
KLM 41 November, runway 24, line up and wait.
Continue taxi. Southern Cargo 2577 Heavy.
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 1440.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 1248.
Runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 65 Zulu.
KLM 46 Delta, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. Easy 47 Delta Tango, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha.
Runway 18 center, cleared to land. KLM 66 Golf.
KLM 96 Lima, continue taxi. Delta 71 Heavy, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 33 Bravo, pushback approved facing south. Transavia 81, pushback approved facing east. KLM 89 Delta, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha, Alpha 2 Bravo. KLM 64 Foxtrot, cross runway 36 center. KLM 1440, taxi to terminal. KLM 1248, taxi to terminal via Victor Charlie Alpha. KLM 41 November, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24 cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure at 118.08.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Easy 3 to Mike Romeo.
Cross runway 36 center, hold position. KLM 64 Foxtrot.
KLM 64 Foxtrot, cross runway 36 center. Ja, jetzt nicht mehr. I think I know what the problem is.
Hold position. KLM 906 Lima.
Runway 18
I
left,
think he
line
got
up and
a
wait.
hold
Delta 71
commands.
Heavy.
Runway 24, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact
KLM 911,
11.08.
pushback approved
KLM
facing south.
25 X-ray.
So I think the
Runway
906
22,
Lima
cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
should just
1000,
work
contact
out.
118.08.
Alright.
Fraction 415 is
KLM 27 Juliet, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. KLM 27 Juliet, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha.
Runway 24, line up and wait.
KLM
41
64
November.
Foxtrot, continue taxi. Maybe this is...
runway 18 right, cleared to land. KLM 46 Delta.
Taxi to terminal via Victor, Charlie,
It's not.
Alpha, Easy 47 Delta Tango.
KLM 1440, hold position. KLM 1440, hold position. KLM 64 Foxtrot, cross runway 36 center.
Continue taxi. KLM 906 Lima.
Runway 18 left, clear to take off. On reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. Delta 71 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 33 Bravo.
KLM 33 Bravo, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Bravo. Transavia 81, runway 18 left via Bravo. KLM 64 Foxtrot, taxi to terminal, cross runway 36 center.
Pushback approved facing east.
I don't know
Transavia
what the
81.
problem is.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha, Alpha 2, Bravo, KLM 89 Delta. Cross runway 36 center, KLM 64 Foxtrot.
I don't know what
Taxi
the
to
problem is.
terminal, KLM
It's
1440.
just staying there,
Taxi
doing
to
nothing.
terminal via Victor,
blocking
Charlie,
me.
Alpha,
Don't want that.
KLM 1248.
KLM 911, runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. KLM 89 at Delta, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 65 Zulu, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu Quebec Alpha. KLM 1440, continue taxi. Transavia 81, cross runway 27. KLM 78 Lima, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Easy 47 Delta Tango, cross runway 36 center. KLM 20 Quebec, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 30 November, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 22 Charlie, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact 118.08. KLM 41 November.
KLM 1405, pushback approved, expect runway 18 left. KLM 89 Delta, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 27 Juliet, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 46 Delta, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Pushback approved facing south. KLM 911.
81, runway 18 left, line up and wait.
Negative. Taxiway not found. KLM 27 Juliet.
KLM 66 Golf, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha. Still not working.
Runway 24 at Sierra
KLM
5
66
by
Golf,
Alpha.
taxi to terminal via
KLM
Alpha.
27 Juliet.
Hold position. KLM 1440.
Cross runway 36 center. KLM 64 Foxtrot.
Runway 24 at Sierra
KLM
5, 5 Bravo.
1248, cross
KLM 33
runway
Bravo.
36 center. KLM 78 Lima, hold position.
Runway 18 left via Bravo. Transabia 81.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 36 center. KLM 64 Foxtrot.
KLM 27 Juliet, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 33 Bravo, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 78 Lima, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Runway 24 at Sierra 5 via Alpha. KLM 911.
Runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 89 Delta.
KLM 78 Lima, taxi to terminal via Bravo, Quebec Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Victor.
Transalia
Zulu,
81,
Quebec,
wind is
Alpha.
260
KLM 65 Zulu.
10 knots, runway 18 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact Schiphol departure on 118.08. KLM 911, runway 24, line up and wait. KLM 1163, pushback approved, facing south. KLM 1405, runway 18 left, via November 2, cross runway 27.
Continue taxi. KLM 1440.
KLM 20 Quebec, taxi to terminal via Victor Zulu, Quebec Alpha.
Cross runway 27. Transabia 81.
So, 6
Runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 78 Lima.
Okay.
Cross runway 36 center. Easy 47 Delta Tango.
KLM 33 Bravo, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Something went wrong there.
Runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 20 Quebec.
Okay,
Runway 18 right, clear to land.
there,
KLM 30 November.
Center is also there.
Runway 18 center. Clear to land. KLM 22 Charlie.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 18 left. KLM 1405.
KLM 1302, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. KLM 50 Alpha, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. KLM 72 Romeo, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 right, clear to land. And KLM 82 Zulu, wind is 260 at 10 knots, runway 18 center, clear to land. Okay, I think I'll stop it at
Runway
this.
24, clear for takeoff
before it
on reaching
gets
altitude
really annoying,
1000,
so-
contact 118.08.
Yeah.
KLM 89
I
Delta.
hope you enjoyed it for a bit.
Runway 24,
It's really
line up and wait.
a lot to do. in
KLM
this
27
airport,
Juliet.
but it's also a lot
Taxi
of
to
fun,
terminal
so
via Victor
see you
Zulu,
next time.
Quebec Alpha.